Life is too short to have sorrow. You may be here today, but gone tomorrow. Greetings, Cancer. All placements. Get a personal reading with me, www.valeriefromvega.com. I have a bunch of different pricing options. All right, now they got that out of the way. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could have Cancer somewhere in your top signs. Okay, someone tells it like it is. Okay, someone just tells it like it is. Someone likes that. Someone is irritated by that, but they also secretly like that, and they're realizing that other situations in their life haven't previously worked out because people weren't telling it like it is. Like, someone here can be irritated. This is like someone is irritated. They're like, ugh, so-and-so's attractive if they would just like shut up. You know, they like tell it like it is, to this, to that. But then later on in their life, they're realizing, whoa, this didn't work out. Why? Because the person didn't tell it like it is. This situation didn't work out. Why? Because the person didn't tell it like it is. Oh, and this isn't working out right now in my life. Why? Because I didn't tell it like it is. And yet here I am irritated by this person over here that I find attractive, but I want them to shut up and just look good because they tell it like it is. Yet I am also jealous of that person because it works out for them because they tell it like it is. And I'm upset and stuck because I'm not telling it like it is, or the people that I'm choosing or the situations that I'm choosing are not, in fact, telling it like it is. Cancer, someone is learning that they need to tell it like it is. Someone is about to tell it like it is. Someone here could also like hot sauce. Someone here could like hot rods. Someone here could like hot cars, pretty lights. Someone here can feel like someone has like cool lighting or pretty lighting in their bedroom. I'm also hearing cool runnings, something about Jamaican bobsled team. Someone here could like to do winter sports. Someone here, there can also be like race, ethnicity, classism. People like me don't deal with people like you kind of thing going on, Cancer. Again, take it whatever side of the fence you're on. Now, life is too short to have sorrow. You could be here today and gone tomorrow. Someone here could have previously been very, very superficial. They only deal with people of the upper echelon. They only deal with people who are this culture, who are this spiritual belief, this, you know, religion, whatever it is. They only deal with a certain thing. Well, their world is being rocked. I mean, rock the boat, work the middle. Okay, so rest in peace, Aaliyah. Someone here wants to take a trip. Someone here could be by the ocean. Someone here could need a vacation. Someone here could be moving by the beach. Something about the beach. Ask around the streets, man. I'm certified. All around or all across the seas, my customers are satisfied. So, Cancer, someone also is very business oriented. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. But seriously, someone is very career oriented. And because of that, their personal relationships, their personal endeavors could kind of be suffering or not the greatest. But someone here is very certified. Someone here is great at what they do. Someone here is a master at what they do because they have been very much slaving away or perfecting that rather than actually investing in and perfecting their interpersonal relationships, which seem to be kind of suffering now. But if you ask around the streets, yeah, everyone will tell you that person is certified, or you. Again, take it whatever side of the fence you're on. Could be both people. Someone here is just a mastermind at what they do, and specifically mastermind. Someone, I'm hearing baby genius. Someone's parents could have known from like a young age. They're like, they're a genius. They're smarter than me, and they're two. Someone here can also have a child or a pet who is a genius. I mean, I totally feel that way right now. My newest, so I have a couple off the track racehorses, and my newest one is oddly enough the one that I started taking to horse shows and whatnot first, because he's just so smart. And then at horse shows, he started giving me like flying lead changes, which if you're in the horse world, you know, like that's, and he literally does them every single time. Like, he's just smart. He's just a whiz at it. So some of my Cancers, or whoever's watching this, cross watchers, you have a child or a pet who is just a genius. You need to make sure that you keep their mind stimulated to offset or to eliminate any kind of bad behavior, or to get ahead of any bad behavior. This can also be someone who is a genius in their life. They focus on their work and everything because they know that they would have an affinity to lean towards bad habits if they gave themselves enough time. You know, one thing my mom always raised me saying is, what is it? Idle time is the devil's workshop. Yeah, idle time is the devil's workshop. So someone here constantly stays busy. This can also be Cancer. Someone is like, how do you do that? How do you do this? How do you get everything done? It's like, well, idle time is the devil's workshop. And I know that I have like a creative brain, so I need to keep busy and keep it focused on things that are actually like good for business, good for this, good for the world, altruistic, you know, for my pets or for my children, so that I just stay away from that. So someone here is doing a good job of that. Someone else needs to adopt that, which is funny because I was also getting me too. But I was also getting, When I was getting the Mr. Me Too, which is like Pharrell and Clips or something like that, I was also hearing Mockingbird by Eminem. So someone here is definitely a parent, or they have animals, or they like are a teacher, or an animal trainer of sorts, because they feel like everything they do, someone else is like, yeah, me too. And it's like, but you should also see that as what? Flattery is the greatest compliment. So, but at the same time, you have to be careful. But the Mockingbird song by Eminem is more so about him apologizing because he thought that, you know, when you're younger, you don't expect to divorce or not get married and have kids out of wedlock, or, you know, have certain issues with this or that. Or, you know, say you are married and whatnot, but you have a vice and your parent or your children catch you doing something that parents shouldn't be doing, kind of thing. I don't know. Like they catch you doing something that you're like, no, now my kid's view of me is forever skewed. So someone here can be wanting to like apologize or just do better or be better for their kids, for their animals, for their students. Someone here can be sending a letter of apology. Someone can want to promise somebody stability. But yeah, someone can also be noticing, like maybe they were irritated by someone because they're like, they're a copycat, they're just copying me. But it's like, yeah, that's actually a good thing, because copying you is a better thing for them to do than the alternative, which they could be overindulging in something that's not good for them or the people around them. So there's something also, Cancer, in being like less upset about anyone who's copying and just being like, oh good, I'm glad you're copying me, rather than doing whatever X, Y, and Z vice. Because it's like, if a Cancer here is overindulging in work because they know that they have the like natural tendency to overindulge in whatever they're focused on, so they're making sure that they're focused on positive things that yield positive outcomes for those around them and for their own life, you know, rather than being upset that people are copying you, you should go, you know what, I'm really glad these people are copying me, because if they're copying me, they're likely similar to me, and they could be people that will overindulge in things that wouldn't be good for them or the people around them. So there's something about that as well. I was also hearing the song, oh, well, first of all, in the Hot Like Sauce song, Pretty Lights, at the end, in the remix, it's like, so magical, unmatchable, it's spectacular, and it's unbreakable. You shaking me is not probable. So someone sees someone else as unmatchable, magical, just absolutely unbreakable, and they cannot be shaken. They are impenetrable. And that can also be why someone is kind of intimidated by someone, but that can also be why someone is wanting to copy someone, because they're like, you know what, I want to be impenetrable like that. Like, I want to be unbreakable like that. I want to be spectacular like that, which the other person should see that as flattery. Now, another thing coming through is Last Night by Russ. I didn't know that last night was going to be our last night together. Did you? Did you plan this? I'm unraveling. So someone here is hardly managing. Someone didn't realize that it was going to be the last night that someone spent with someone, or it's going to be the last day of a relationship. Like, there's definitely something ending. That can also be why someone absolutely became obsessed in their career field or their hobby, or all about the Benjamins, baby, because something was cut off last minute. This can also be a job situation for some Cancers. There's just a need here to be very aware that something is ending, and it's going to end very stark, very abrupt, very quick. But it's a good thing. I was also hearing the song You by Switchfoot. There's always something in the way. There's always something getting through. He also says, like, I find hope when I'm let down, but I don't find hope in me. I find hope in you. He's like, I also hope to lose myself, but I also hope to find myself in the end. But I don't want to find myself in me. I want to find myself in you. And then at the end, he's like, that's all I know, is it's you. All that I know is it's you. So Cancer, take it whatever side of the fence you're on. You are looking at someone, you're like, you know what? All that I know, and they're like, everything is crazy in this world, everything is a mess, my life is in shambles, or everything is confusing, but there's one thing that I know, and what I know is it is you. You are it. You are the person. You are my person. Or someone is feeling this way about you. Can also be a mutual thing, Cancer. Someone needs to speak up, though, and come closer. That song by Jem. Someone found a real gem, a real diamond in the rough. Hot temptations, sweet sensations, infiltrating through. Sweet sensations, hot temptations coming over you. Someone wants to take it slow, though. Someone here really likes somebody's rhythm. Someone here is breaking someone's heart open into emotions as well. Bless you, Cancer.